Don't move to Massachusetts unless you've considered these 10 things. I've lived here all my life, and I get calls from people who found me on YouTube just like you, looking to move here. And I don't want you to be uninformed before you come. So in this video, I'm going to share 10 things that I think everyone should know about living in Massachusetts. I'm Jane. I'm a realtor in Wellesley, Massachusetts, and this channel is all about moving to the Metro West area of Boston. So please subscribe. And if you're thinking of moving here, please reach out, as I would love to help you. So without further ado, here are the 10 things that I think you should know. Number 1, schools are very competitive. Most people who call me that have found me on my channel are relocating for a job or for a lifestyle, and they're all interested in finding out where the best public schools are. And that leads me to number 2. The profile of people who live here is that they're a successful bunch. We've got captains of industry in technology. We have world-class hospitals. We have world-class academia. We have people who have found success in just about every area of their life, and they are looking to find the right school system to get their child in, and I can help you with that. Number 3, do we have obnoxious sports fans? Well, I don't think so. I mean, just because both the Bruins and the Celtics are in the playoffs this week, no, seriously, we do take our sports seriously, but it makes it fun too. Number 4, the Boston accent. I have to say, someone who found me on this YouTube channel, I was out with them this weekend. They're relocating from Florida, and the wife was saying she had lived here before when she went to school here, and she's like, I don't think I hear the accent that much anymore. I do think it's on the decline, and part of that is because we have so many people relocating from other parts of the country, but occasionally you will get a, how are ya? Nice to see ya. I'm from Medford, and even I enjoy hearing it. Number 5, lots of traffic. This is like most US cities now. We are a community that does like our cars. There are commuting options to get to Boston on the commuter rail or on the famous T. However, there is a fair amount of traffic. There's commercial centers in downtown Boston, on Route 95, in the tech area, on 495, and there's a lot of soccer moms driving around trying to get their kids to practice. And you might have heard the word masshole, and that relates to our driving. So again, this nice woman from Florida was telling me that she thinks the drivers here are more polite than in Florida, but we are aggressive drivers, and we have rotaries, so you got to pay attention. Number 6, we have very cold winters. We have very hot summers. We have lots of humidity. We also have 4 beautiful seasons, lovely dry days, lots of scenery and green space, and right now all the flowers are blooming and the cherry trees are blossoming. But it is important to know that if can get quite cold here in the winter, and some years we can get a lot of snow. In the past couple of years we haven't had much, but conversely, and when I was a kid, I used to say there was like a week where we had a quote-unquote heat wave. Now it's a lot hotter. So one of the great things about having 4 seasons and being close to the mountains and the ocean is that there are oodles of opportunities for recreation. You can be in a ski area in as little as 45 minutes for a ski hill in like Neshoba, or you can be at a major ski resort in under 3 hours like Killington or Stowe in Vermont. Also, we have a North Shore community with some gorgeous towns like storybook New England towns like Marblehead or Swampscott, and then on the South Shore there's a whole community of places like my family's from Scituate where they have sailboats and motorboats, and then you can be down on the Cape in an hour and a half, which is a famous playground. We have the islands, which are Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. So we have so many different places to go and enjoy nature and the outdoors, beaches to mountains to hiking, and I can share lots of that information with you as well. Number 7, we are crazy about history. We have a lot of history. We're the birthplace of America and the home of the American Revolution, and we have a lot of really old housing inventory. There are homes in my town that were built even in the 1600s, 1700s, tons in the 18 and 1900s. So that's something to consider too, that we don't have a lot of like gated communities where you have large tracts of similar style homes. We have some developments. There were a lot built in the 90s, but we don't have a lot of open land to do those developments unless you get a little further away from Metro West, which is my area of expertise and focus. Number 9, the high cost of living. We have a very high cost of just about everything here, and housing is at the top of that list. The median sale price of a home in Massachusetts in 2023 was $609,000. So that includes everything from Boston all the way out to Springfield, which is a couple hours from Boston and much more rural. The average in Greater Boston right now is about $900,000, and in my my town of Wellesley, Massachusetts, the median list price for a home right now is 1.9. However, don't panic. There are plenty of beautiful towns with excellent school systems that have terrific resources that are much more affordable, and they're not that far away. And that's why I always make a point about highlighting some of these towns that have just as much charm and character and commitment to education as like Wellesley or Weston or Newton, but are much more affordable. Or maybe you have a large budget, but you want more land. Again, I can show you things that will meet your budget that give you a much larger parcel than you're going to get in Wellesley or Wayland or Weston. And number 10, again, we have a reputation for liberal politics. However, I can assure you that regardless of your attitudes, you are going to find like-minded people that you can talk to or not talk to about politics. Historically, our reputation is that Massachusetts is quite liberal, and they are politically active. So, for example, in my town, there are people protesting for climate change every Friday afternoon in front of the town hall. They get out and you drive by, they wave their signs, and you can beat. There are committees of people that are very proactive about sustainability and protecting the environment or minimizing sprawl. And again, I think that's something you can find in just about any town. But at the same time, I know that people coming here from other parts of the country find it comforting to know that we have rules about conservation and building on wetlands and protecting barrier reefs on the Cape. And we want to protect the nesting birds because all of those things make our community and our planet stronger. One of the interesting things about living in New England and in Massachusetts, a lot of our towns have a town meeting form of government. So we are used to politely but enthusiastically engaging in debate and conversation. And I was a town meeting member for a couple of years, and people do like to have their say, and you will get differing opinions all in the same room. But at the end of the day, I think it's still a place that people feel comfortable expressing their opinion wherever they are on the political spectrum, can find like-minded people, but you could still feel respected, I think I would say. And I have conservative friends, I have liberal friends, and everything in between. And for the most part, we all get along. So if you are thinking about moving to Metro West or surrounding areas, please reach out, as I would be delighted to help you. And I have lots of different videos on different towns in Metro West, so check them out and remember to subscribe. And I'm always available to answer any questions you have about relocating to Greater Boston. I'll see you in the next video.